Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to our channel. We are so happy to see you again. Today's story is called The Heartwarming Honey Cake. Once upon a time, in a village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, lived a little girl named Lily. Lily had a special place in her heart for weekends, not because she got to play with her friends or watch her favorite TV shows, but because that meant she got to visit her beloved granny. And what was even better was that every weekend they got to bake something delicious together in Granny's cozy kitchen. Granny's kitchen was a magical place. The walls were lined with shelves holding all kinds of quirky baking tools and gadgets. The air was always filled with the aroma of cinnamon, vanilla, and sometimes even chocolate. But there was one thing that made Lily's heart skip a beat: Granny's secret honey cake recipe. Oh, how Lily wished to know that recipe. Now you must be wondering what was so special about this honey cake. Well, let me tell you. Every Saturday, Granny would pull out an old, worn-out cookbook, and Lily would sit on a stool beside her, craning her neck to read the faded pages. They would spend hours poring over the recipes, measuring ingredients, and discussing techniques. Lily loved helping Granny in the kitchen. She would crack eggs with the most delicate touch, fold in the batter with the utmost care, and even the simplest tasks like gathering the ingredients filled her with joy. And of course, there was the undeniable magic of the end result: a cake so moist, fluffy, and aromatic that it simply melted in your mouth. One particularly chilly Saturday, as the wind howled outside and raindrops tapped on the window pane, Lily snuggled into a chair by the oven, watching the cake slowly turning golden-hued and emitting a heavenly fragrance. Suddenly, Granny turned to Lily with a twinkle in her eye and said, "Today, Lily, we will bake my secret honey cake recipe." Lily's eyes widened in surprise. She couldn't believe her ears. After all these years, Granny was finally going to teach her the coveted recipe. With a mixture of excitement and nervousness, Lily jumped up from her chair and exclaimed, "Really, Granny? Oh, I can't wait." After washing her hands, Lily rushed to the pantry to get the ingredients: flour, eggs, and honey. Those were the only things written on the faded piece of paper. As Lily gathered each ingredient, she couldn't help but wonder what else went into making this cake so special. Was it the way Granny added a dash of love with each measurement, or the secret technique she used to make the batter light and fluffy? Or maybe it was the years of tradition and memories that went into every slice of the honey cake. As Lily handed the ingredients to Granny, she noticed a mischievous smile on her face. Granny took the flour, a white cloud billowing from the bag, and with a dramatic flourish tossed it into the air and caught it. Lily giggled at her Granny's antics, feeling a warmth spread through her chest. It was more than just the oven warming up. It was the love and joy that filled the kitchen, making it feel like home. With the flour measured out and the eggs cracked, it was time to add the most crucial ingredient: the honey. Granny handed the jar to Lily and said, "This honey is special, Lily. It comes from the bees that pollinate the flowers in our garden. It adds a unique flavor to the cake, don't you think?" As Lily unscrewed the lid, the rich golden honey glistened in the light. Its thick, syrupy texture reminded her of the warm hugs she got from her Granny. But there was still something missing, a secret ingredient that made this cake truly extraordinary. Just then, Granny reached under the counter and pulled out a small glass jar filled with a dark, fragrant liquid. "What's that, Granny?" Lily asked, her eyes shining with curiosity. "This, my dear Lily, is the essence of our love," Granny said with a wink. "It's a secret blend of spices that gives the cake its unique flavor and aroma. Can you name all the spices, Lily?" she asked, lifting the jar for Lily to see. "Cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, cloves, and cardamom." Lily named them one by one, her voice filled with awe. Together, Lily and Granny stirred the batter, their movements in sync after all those years of baking together. The rhythmic scraping of the spatula against the bowl was like a lullaby to Lily, soothing and comforting. As they worked, Granny shared stories of her own childhood, of how she learned to bake from her mother and how the honey cake became a family tradition. Lily listened intently, feeling a deep sense of connection to her roots. Her heart swelled with emotion. When the batter was ready, Granny carefully poured it into a well-greased pan. Then came the most exciting part for Lily: decorating the cake. While the cake baked, Granny showed Lily how to make a simple yet elegant decoration using fresh berries from their garden. Together, they arranged the berries in a beautiful pattern on top of the cake, creating a masterpiece that looked as good as it smelled. As the timer dinged, signaling the cake was ready, Lily and Granny took it out of the oven. The sight of the golden-hued cake with its berry topping made Lily's mouth water, but they had to wait a little longer until it cooled down. The anticipation was almost unbearable for Lily. She paced around the kitchen, her eyes fixed on the cooling cake. Finally, when it was cool enough to handle, Granny took a knife and sliced the cake into even pieces. As Lily and Granny enjoyed the first slice of the honey cake, its moist, fluffy texture and the rich, aromatic flavor enveloped Lily's taste buds. It was the perfect balance of sweet and savory, with the honey adding its own unique touch. But it was more than just the taste. It was the feeling of warmth and love that filled her heart, the memory of generations past and the promise of many more to come. In the quiet of that cozy kitchen, surrounded by the remnants of their baking adventure, Lily looked at her Granny with newfound understanding. She realized that baking wasn't just about following a recipe or getting the perfect outcome. It was about the love, patience, and sharing that went into every dish. It was about creating memories that tasted as sweet as the honey cake they had just baked. From that day on, Lily dreamed of having a kitchen just like her Granny's, filled with laughter, love, and the aroma of freshly baked goods. She dreamed of the day when she would pass on her Granny's secret honey cake recipe to her own grandchildren, creating new memories and traditions for generations to come. And whenever Lily ate a slice of honey cake, she could still hear her Granny's laughter echoing in her ears and feel the warmth of her love enveloping her like a soft blanket. The heartwarming honey cake became more than just a dessert. It became a symbol of family, tradition, and the enduring power of love.